All right, I'm in a devious mood and I feel like torturing people. And by torturing people, I mean we're going to watch some Fox News, more specifically Sean Hannity, and more specifically Sean Hannity talking to Democratic Senator John Fetterman. Oh boy, I have not watched this. I've not watched this video yet. In fact, I only watched 11 seconds of it. And within that 11 seconds of it, I was already annoyed. And I was already like, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. So without further ado, we're going to watch this. This is going to be on just the immigration crackdown and ICE and John Fetterman's thoughts on them. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that it's going to be something along the lines of like, ICE is good. They're doing their jobs. We need them. And something. This dude has brain damage. Okay. Like it's so funny that he used to be like a progressive Democrat. He had pretty good positions across the board, with exception to Israel. I'm pretty sure he was always bad on that, just not as vocal about it as he is today. But it's funny, it took a stroke and literal brain damage to make him become a Republican. He is a Republican. I don't even like, it doesn't even feel right to call him a Democrat. He is a Republican. And as you'll see, Sean Hannity views him as a Republican in a sense, with how much he jerks him off throughout this. And if I remember, if we have time, we'll peek at the comment section and everyone's going to probably be like, oh, John Fetterman, the only reasonable one, like all these dipshit fucking Fox News boomer watchers. Okay. Without further ado, let's go ahead and watch this. I have it sped up a tiny bit. It's on like 1.25 speed. So if John Fetterman sounds a little bit more like he's speaking normally, that's why. All right, let's watch.
ICE and Democrats threatening a government shutdown over ICE funding. Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman, you know, you are very much a voice of reason. Let me ask you two things.
Remember how I said within like the first 11 seconds? Yes, John Fetterman, Democrat from Pennsylvania, also the voice of reason. He has brain damage. Literal brain damage, which completely changed his politics entirely. And Republicans then are like, I kind of like this guy. When they used to shit on him all the time, he's wearing sweatpants and his shirt or a sweatshirt to Congress and blah, blah, blah. And then he has a stroke, gets some fucking brain damage, and changes his politics completely. And Republicans are like, you know what? It's kind of cool that he doesn't show up to fucking Congress wearing a suit and tie. That's awesome. It's like, I'm going to kill myself. Okay.
Do you agree with me when I say that for 4 years, the country was lied to on a spectacular basis about the border being secure and the border being closed, and 12 million plus unvetted illegals came into the country as a result, including all these bad people? Is that all true? Did Democrats allow that to happen and then lie about it?
Yeah, without a doubt. President Biden did a terrible job, and our border was effectively open at that point. Whether Biden and Mayorkas did not secure our border, and I tried to warn my party back in 2023 that this would cost us in the election, and America deserves to secure our border. I don't know why every American can't agree with that thing. And another thing is the truth that we should all agree to deport all of the criminals, that.
Dude, he's so stupid. He is so fucking dumb. The border was not open. The border was never open. This whole, I don't know how people can just like honestly think that like Biden was just like, all right, DHS, CBP, ICE, stand down. You are, just let them all come through. You know what? These border checkpoints we have, they are completely unstaffed, unmanned. Like, how stupid do you have to be? Oh my God.
That are here in our nation right now. And now this, for me, as a pro-immigration Democrat, I do think we need to develop a way for citizenship for the very hardworking migrants that are amidst this world now too. So as long as I do have to give credit to the president for securing our border. And now that
majority of the people that Trump has been rounding up have been non-criminal migrants. That's why you see them being rounded up at Home Depots or on construction sites or at farms or even outside of courthouses or at their ICE immigration check-in, because they are trying to follow the legal process. or like, and the actual criminals that they are getting, if you look into the background of these like murderers and rapists they put up, yeah, they caught them, but they were already in jail. They were already in jail, and ICE just took them from prison and fucking deported them and said, we got these people off the streets. They were already off our fucking streets. Oh my God, dude. This, resign. You're such a stupid fucking ogre. Oh my God.
That's why order and arrest all of the criminals. And for that, and the tragedy that happened, and we've lost 2 American citizens, I don't think anyone in America wants that, or that they would have voted for those things. So,
what do we do? I mean, I keep scrolling all of the most violent people that have already been arrested in Minnesota. I can do it nationwide, and I can run it for the full hour and longer. You know, but when they're constantly being compared to Nazis and Gestapo and fascists, is that not incitement to you? Is that not dehumanizing to you? When sanctuary cities provide services to illegals and give them money, taxpayer money, is that an incentive to you?
Okay. The only state, to my knowledge, that is giving your tax money or whatever to undocumented immigrants is California, but that's for emergency care. Like, you're dying and you get care. And if you're against that for just denying care to anyone because of their status, fuck you. Fuck you. All right? That's happening in one place. Anywhere else where migrants are collecting some form of benefit, these are people who have been here for years, have some form of permanent status, and are paying into the system. In majority of cases, these undocumented immigrants are also paying into the system, but they aren't getting anything from it. There's reports out there. There's numbers you can look at. Instead, these fucking idiots like Sean Hannity just make shit up. And DHS make shit up. Trump make shit up. Oh my God. Like, you can verify everything they are saying. You can verify everything that I am saying. That is the freedom we have currently in the United States, with the being able to go online and look up anything.
Well, for me, first, the latest statistics that I've seen about ICE, the people that nationwide, they have deported about 2/3 of the ones that have criminal, whether a record or they were actually active in criminal behaviors, about 2/3. So that's what I think America, the vast majority of America.
Again, these people were already, I have some questions on those numbers, but those people were already in prison. How do you think they got these records? They were already serving sentences. In no place in the United States is there an immigrant who was like, oh, yes, we know he's a rapist, or we know he's a murderer or some gang member, but we can't do anything because he's an immigrant. That is not happening. And people who believe that, please just think like, or just like, aren't you curious? Like, how is that happening? Maybe I should like look into it a little more and be like, oh, wait, that's not actually happening. Like, please just do a little bit of research.
Wants to deport those folks. And now for me, I would never, ever compare anybody to Nazis or the Gestapo or for those kinds of things.
Yes, we know,
Nazis
Mr. fucking IDF dick rider.
That's just not appropriate. And that's why I refuse to do that or refer to Republicans or parts of ICE. They're not Nazis. Now, for me, that's something as a Democrat I refuse to ever engage in.
Will Democrats now have a government shutdown and try and defund ICE? And would you support that?
Well, for me, I think maybe your viewers remember that I was one of the Democrats that led to push back about the government shutdown last year. And for about 45 days, they kept things shut down. And if the Democrats vote to shut it down, now our entire military won't be paid again. I can't ever support that. I absolutely hope we can engage. I absolutely hope we can engage.
Like, I like how his first instinct is like, it's not even like, oh, people in SNAP or blah, 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 they're going to be struggling and that's hard. I don't like that. Instead, it's like, the military aren't going to be paid. Fucking suck my dick.
In a debate and make some of the kinds of common sense reforms on ICE and make it more safe, more humane, and more effective, and just focus exclusively on the criminals. I hope that's possible. But for me, I remain to be the one Democrat, at least, that refuses to shut our government down. And now, if this happens, our military won't be paid because a significant part of our government would shut down again.
Well, you know what? You're being rewarded. I saw the latest polls. You're over 50% approval and in the low 30s disapproval. So obviously the people of Pennsylvania appreciate your intellectual honesty. Senator, thank you. Appreciate your time. Hey, Sean Hannity here.
I'm sorry, but like, no matter what polls say, he's not going to win re-election. That's not until like what, 2028 or whatever at this point. You're not going to win because you are no longer a Democrat. You're hardly even portraying yourself as a Democrat. And time again, what we will see is when you have the choice, when voters have a choice between Republican and Republican light, or AKA Democrat, LARPing as a Republican, they are going to pick the Republican every time. That is a big reason why Kamala lost the election. It's because she didn't really stand for anything. She didn't have any big policy vision. Kind of like, a big reason you won your election, because John Fetterman, was because you used to present yourself as someone who was a fighter for a higher minimum wage, Medicare for all, a free college. But now you're just a fucking dipshit who just defends Israel and now defends our own internal Gestapo. So you support the foreign Nazis and the domestic Nazis. Wow, you're so great. I'm sure that's going to work wonderful for your reelection. Because again, at the end of the day, when it's up to the voters, if you have a Republican versus a Republican light, they're going to pick the fucking Republican. Oh my God. All right. I mean, I hope he doesn't even make it there. I hope he gets fucking primaried out of existence. God, he's such a fucking, he's dumb. He's literally brain damaged. He is literally brain damaged. I'm not trying to be ableist here, but like, look what this guy is standing for and what his biggest concerns are. Jesus Christ. All right. That's all I had for this one. I hope you enjoyed the little torture session that we had. I certainly did not. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and I will see you in the next one. If you made it to this point in the video, I just want to give a special thank you. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button down below. And if you really enjoyed it, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button while you're down there. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. I will try to reply to any and all comments that I can. Until next time, watch that video on screen.